Okay, just want to do a quick video, um, just to kind of go over something, um, a topic that I've just never heard it addressed this way. I mean, I kind of use it this way, so I just figured this might give somebody ideas as far as their practice and everything like that. Um, I was gonna address the topic of divination. Now, traditionally, when people think of divination, they think of divination like you're using some cards or you're using whatever method that you use or whatever. It's like an intermediary way of getting insight or what have you. Um, and it's only, let's say, one way. Like, let's say, like it's you're asking something and you're getting an answer type thing or whatever case may be. And I think that that is a great way of learning a system. Me personally, I think that that's a way of doing it. I think a more mature way of doing it would be um, utilizing the divination system or the symbols within the divination system, more so as a language. Um, what I mean when I say as a language, you can send and receive messages. So, you would learn the language. Like I would use, I'll use the example of, let's say, like tarot cards. Um, I learned how to read tarot cards by doing readings. And you do the readings, and the cards have some sort of symbolic meaning or what have you. You do the readings, you observe situations, and you can identify what's being expressed in the cards based on the situations that you encounter, and um, you'll have I think it's 78 cards. So upright and reverse, that's what, like 100 and my math may be off, 156 um cards if you consider upright and reversed. With that, it's thousands of combinations that can actually come because you have um what they call signifiers. In astrology, is elemental debilities and dignities. But it basically that's just a fancy way of saying that you'll have one card with an individual meaning, and then if it's in the presence of another card with a different meaning or what have you, that alters or adjusts the meaning of the first card or what have you. So it's actually a language if you really get into it. So there are thousands of combinations, so you can't just memorize the combinations of the cards or nothing like that. It's thousands of combinations, so you kind of have to. It's sort of like a language. It speaks. It kind of speaks like that. A lot of times, I may think, okay, how do I say this in tarot? You see what I'm saying? Because just like it's a language that's conveyed to you, you can also send messages or devise messages via using the symbols of the cards. Or really, it's not limited to the cards. I'm using the cards as an example, but you can devise messages using the symbolism of the cards. I often think, like I was saying, um, how do I say this in tarot? You see what I'm saying? Um, in a lot of ways, let's say like you're doing spell work or something like that. If you're doing spell work or something like that, you can always use those same symbols in order to communicate a message or what have you to the subconscious mind or whatever you're petitioning, however it may go. But you know, it's not really to the whole dialogue is not really to get into all the spell work aspect of it, but it's just to say that if you view the symbols of the divination system as a language, you know what I mean? Because if cast the shells, or you do a spread with the cards, it means something. You know what I'm saying? That arrangement means something. So I can also have something in my head and go through the various cards, and based on the symbolism and the meaning of the various cards or whatever, select cards that have a particular meaning that can be conveyed. So just kind of touching on that, nothing spectacular, just something I just haven't heard anybody put it out, and I haven't heard it explained in that way. So I just wanted to put it out. Maybe it spark some creativity in somebody or what have you. But thanks for listening.